Hello, Steamboat. Me, TC. Welcome back. Nick Lagorga, huh? Good Morning Acoustics. Check that man out, all right? That's good stuff. And again, Steamboat. Lucky and blessed, talented people just chilling out in our hood. And we're going to keep it rolling. I'm jealous of the guy. He's got hockey knowledge, and my kid loves it. And so I think I got to really pick his brain a little bit more, and I get to spend time with him on the huddle. But he also hosts his own show, No Boundaries, Tuesdays 4 to 6, sometimes Thursdays. We'll get it out of him. Vladen Chase, come on down. Bum bum ba-da. Dun, dun. We're gonna get that soundtrack in. What's up, Dave?
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Good to see you. Thank you for spending a little morning with us. I know how you're a morning guy. You got things to do and places to be. And
You can tell by my hair. That's what it is.
you went with the morning hair.
This is actually
Is this
custom.
product?
This is custom 131 air dried.
Oh, windows down. Shoo.
Actually, I was just taking the dog out and it's really windy.
I felt that too.
Yeah.
Rock
just a
told me
little
the
bit.
weather's gonna change.
We'll see.
All right, I gotta drop my. I'm sorry for yesterday. We huddled up. We jumped on you. We Harvey, Drew. We were putting the beat down on you. Debbie Downer on her abs. You said they might win. They won. I think they scored 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
3?
Minute and 40 seconds.
Minute 40. Was it the home ice? Is it down 2-0? You're the hockey guy.
I said
Give it
it's
to
the
me.
home ice, and they've been playing incredible hockey, especially against such a tough opponent like
Sure.
Nashville.
Yeah.
A lot better than I anticipated, but you make the playoffs for a reason.
Right.
So when you're in the dance, everything kind of changes, and I was thinking they'll maybe be able to pull that one out last night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested to see how Wednesday goes, but we've got at least a 5-game series here.
At least
so
5.
It's exciting.
I asked you yesterday about this PK Subban guy.
Mhm.
I don't like him even more.
Yeah.
He does what he did last night all the time. Is that what he does?
He's an antagonist. He gets under your skin, but he's also so skilled, and that's one of the most frustrating things is when you just really get riled up about something.
Yeah.
And then he can go out and perform at such a high level. It's something that is, as a hockey player, incredibly frustrating. You're just like, there's nothing we can do.
And I mean, I'm asking, like, I see him. He'll do his checks. But he's got this follow through with his hand.
Oh, he punched McKinnon in the back of the head.
He did it to several players.
The announcer goes, "Oh, he just put the forearm into him," and it's like, that was a little more than that, bud.
Is that a penalty? Are you allowed to do that?
That is a penalty in the regular season.
Oh.
I heard them talking about it last night, and I was laughing. I'm like, they're talking about refereeing and, the difference between playoffs and the regular
Yeah.
season. They were talking specifically for basketball, but it was the funniest thing because I'm like, in hockey, you anticipate that.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to play a little bit more, and that's almost an enjoyable portion of it because if it gets out of hand, it's not about that. It's not about throwing elbows and doing this and that. It's about letting these athletes perform to their highest capability.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to bat a little bit more. That's the whole point of the second dance.
And now, you get the game 1. Somebody may get laid out, right? You
Oh, yeah.
come back in game 2. I keep hearing him say things are getting a little chippy. He didn't forget that hit.
Oh, no.
Do we go back and forth about the hit throughout the entire series, or is it you got me, I'm going to get you, then it goes to rest?
No, it does not go to rest. It just compounds.
It does.
Oh, absolutely. And it's something that's really just, again, bringing more excitement to a series.
Yeah.
And that's why 7-game series, some of the best that you'll ever see. Because Game 7 is the pinnacle of this, and it's fun.
Landeskog and McKinnon.
Mm-hmm.
Those boys are amazing.
Yeah.
They said, I think I heard him say McKinnon is a strong skater, but it looks like the man is just powerful.
Yeah.
Like his acceleration, it's incredible. Those guys, is it something that you say, I hear him talking about we were saying it yesterday on the show, these guys with the Knights, that third and fourth line guys who are now first and second line guys. But our first and second line guys they're top notch.
Yeah, they're bona fide first and second line guys. Landeskog went 3rd overall in his draft class, and McKinnon obviously went 1st overall. And so, it's pretty big. These guys are finally just coming into their own, and we've talked about it again on Harvey's Huddle quite a bit on my show at No Boundaries. But there was a cancer in our room that was removed midway point of the season, and it was one of those, and I have to share this because it just made me laugh. It was Matt Duchene, right? So he went to Ottawa, and that really, he was one of the last of what you could call the old guard because he'd gone through so much with the Avalanche organization, and he's a great player, but it was his time, and that's the business side of things. He was kind of done with being that. But there's this great meme, and I have to share it because it was just the funniest thing. It goes, "Don't you hate it when you switch lanes and then all of a sudden your lane you were in starts going faster?" And it was a picture of Matt Duchene, and it goes, "So does Matt Duchene." Because of course Ottawa finishes at the bottom, near the bottom of the Eastern Conference. So it was
looking at Toronto. 4-2 over Boston last night. Boston still leads that series. What do you see going on there?
It's pretty interesting because teams that take a 2-0 lead have about an 86-88% chance of going on to win. That's about their winning percentage.
Okay.
Granted, you're talking about very nearly 400 series of that, so it's like, it's a little bit convoluted in that.
Sure,
percentage is there, though. You're never in trouble until you until you lose on home ice, though. And that's kind of the old adage.
Sure.
And then you have to win one on the road.
Right.
That's what it comes down to, especially when you're that lower seed. I think that's going to be one of the more exciting series to watch out of the East, and simply because Columbus has already beat Washington twice, and everyone knows Washington is 1 or 2 rounds into the playoffs, and they're done. But Toronto is so youthful, and Boston is just one of those teams that is mean, and it's a veteran team. It's just a lot of savvy on that squad. You picked up Rick Nash late in the year.
Right.
That's huge. But it's definitely going to be one of the more fun series to watch out of the East.
New Jersey, Tampa Bay. New Jersey 5-2 last night. Tampa Bay's leading that series 2-1. What do you see there?
Tampa Bay is very likely going to be competing with Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. They're 2 of the top teams. They have been. And they just have the right makeup to go deep. They've got depth. They've got stars. And they've got great goaltending.
Gotcha.
And New Jersey is kind of surprised to make it.
Okay.
They definitely played extremely well down the stretch. Taylor Hall had a coming out this year and just played incredible down the stretch for them and really catapulted them into the playoffs. But they're still young.
Yeah.
They're going to learn. They'll do well in the coming seasons, but expect Tampa.
San Jose, 8-1 over Anaheim last night, and they're up 3-0 in that series. Is that we're going to finish that one up quick?
Yeah, I think Anaheim might steal at least one game.
Okay.
They've got too much firepower.
Sure.
Too much, again, of that savvy that I talked about. You're talking Ryan Getzlaff, Corey Perry, these guys who've been there before. They actually picked up Adam Henrique from New Jersey in a trade earlier in the year, and he's really been a big piece for them offensively. So I think they're too good to not win a game. Their goaltending, obviously at 8-1, was a little shaky.
Right.
But that was one of their strongest points during the season. So they'll bounce back. I'm sure they'll steal at least one, and then you never know when that series shifts back to Anaheim if they can keep that going. But yeah, they'll probably be knocked out eventually.
Yeah.
The San Jose team's pretty strong, and Martin Jones, obviously, they're just a couple years removed from being in the finals, so he's pretty solid as well.
Okay, let's go closer to home. High school sports, real quick. What do you got coming up this week that the people need to know about?
Oh man, so we've got a game tonight. The soccer girls are coming in. They're going to play Rifle. They just beat Rifle on Saturday. It's kind of fun. You get a home-and-home series.
Yeah.
Then we've got lacrosse on Thursday. That's at 4 o'clock. Tonight's is at 6.
Yep.
And that is against Glenwood.
Okay.
And then Friday, Palisade comes in for soccer. Another 6 o'clock game. I don't know if you were listening to that one.
Yes, I recall.
Yes. So they, talking to the coaching staff after, it was kind of like that was just one of those games where everyone was off.
Okay.
And it happens. Usually you hope that it's only 1 or 2 players and you can kind of adjust that. But It was a weird game. Palisade seems stronger than they have in recent years. They've got a girl who's a DU commit, so she's just a baller. And then there's another girl on that squad who is one of the fastest girls on the field.
We talked about that. They're sending it.
Yeah, and then she's able to just run right behind the D. But that's a huge game because for Steamboat, they had this 6-game winning streak. They beat Battle Mountain. Now they've lost to Battle Mountain. They need to win all their games that they can to try and position themselves in the best way possible for RPI. And that Palisade game is definitely going to be one of them where they need to not only beat the Bulldogs, but they need to put a beat down
on the
Bulldogs.
And you too, okay? You've got your own little radio gig. When can people catch you? There's No Boundaries and your band of merry men.
That's so much fun. Brian gives us a lot of grief because we've got a lot of people that go in the studio. Usually it's full. We've got a bunch of people coming in for interviews. Normally it's Tuesdays 4 to 6. It might be moving to Thursdays. Volleyball calls during the summer, so we might be doing that. But it's 4 to 6 either on Tuesday or Thursday. We're in the middle of 5 weeks of not doing it because of high school sports.
Right.
'Tis the season. So we'll be getting back at it next week.
There you guys. Vladen Chase, my man, the voice of Steamboat High School sports. Check him out on No Boundaries. Tuesdays 4 to 6, maybe Thursdays. Off for 5 weeks.
We're ready to go.
But we got him on the huddle on Mondays, and he pops on Wednesdays at the barley. Are you get a barley shot in with us, maybe?
Yeah. Beautiful. I'll come by.
Thank you for the time. The hair looks great.
Thank you.
Come back again soon?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Vladen Chase, No Boundaries. Check him out. T Counts. Hello Steamboat. We'll be right back with Adia Clark-Lay.